Before I get in the other panelists, I want to ask you from your own experience. When we were speaking earlier, you said that it's not just about harassment in terms of a physical assault or a molestation attempt or an advance being made. But you were recounting how difficult it has been, the working conditions, how difficult they have been, and what all you've sort of faced, on a personal level, whether it's the lack of changing rooms or toilets. Would you like to, share some of your experience? You've, of course, been a veteran in the industries, across industries.
Sure. See, when the Hema committee came out, of course, I've not read the whole thing, but whatever gist I have followed, I could see that how women were not given, facilities and how it was difficult for them. They become easy prey where they're sitting together with men and somebody comes and, there are a lot of men who will make all these remarks and try to pitch their luck on what they can do. So basically, from 80s, I've been working since then. From 78, I've been working. Before that, of course, there was an industry. It was a different act. This is not something new which is happening today. It has been happening from those days. And those days, there was no communication. There was people didn't want to hear a woman's voice, even to say anything. I was considered a rebel because I used to speak my mind and everything. Although I come from a very well-renowned film person's family.
Yes.
My father was a great actor, Hema Radha. But people were a little wary about moving, talking to me and everything. And since I was, I used to speak English and I used to be very fluent in what I want to say, they were very wary of me. So they always look for the easy prey. They look for the easy prey.
Right.
So when we came in, we've heard of all these difficult times. And when I came in, I was appalled. We never had bathrooms to, we used to have such dirty places to work in. We would not even have changing rooms. There's so many films today, even most of the actors, when they were congratulating me on my 46 years in industry, they were recalling the times where I used to go and change behind a tree, have people come and tie saris around, and we used to change. There used to be no toilets. There used to be, they would go to somebody's house, village, to see if the toilet was clean and request them whether the actors can use the toilet. It was, for the men, maybe it was a little simpler for them, but for us, it was very, and we used to have this elaborate costumes in the 80s, the hair, the dresses and everything.
Yes.
So it was very difficult, and it has been quite a journey for me. And then, we have the caravans, we have a personal space, we know that we are there. But then I was in Kerala a long time back doing a Malayalam film. And, these men were sitting and talking during a break. And I was just walking and I saw them looking at some video and laughing. And I just called somebody whom I know very well. I said, what are you laughing about? See, most of the men have videos of women changing in the caravan, of actors.
Wow.
You name the actors and they have it.
Wow.
I was, I used to be scared to go into a caravan to change. And I used to tell my assistants, check here, check there, do this, do that. But in the end, I said, hell with it. He wants to see something go and happen. I mean, in the end of it, we have to continue working, and work is going on in full speed. But this happened. Of course, today I hear some actors saying, oh, it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen in Mollywood. It happens everywhere. Let me tell you that. It has happened to me also. I can name topmost politicians, I can name actors, I can name anybody. But that is not the point today. I know how to handle myself. I know how to face. I know how to give back. I know how to put my foot down. And I think most of the women also need to know that. But beyond all this, it's not about, targeting somebody and saying, you did this, you did that. No. We, as an industry, it happens in all industries. It's happening in a hospital. It's happening in schools. It's happening in colleges.
Yes.
But what I'm saying, every single place, we need to have a protected association. If, say, example, there was a singer who named lyricist.
Yes.
If it is so, because we are a film industry, people tend to blow it up. They want the TRP there, and they want to say, oh, this happened with so
Well,
and
it's
so,
the,
and this.
I mean, at some level, I would say it's the nature of the beast. It's the nature of show business. You know, y'all are famous personalities. People know you. So when you
Yeah,
come
but
out and
when
say
it
something
comes
like this,
to
it also carries a lot more weight.
Yeah, it does.
So,
But what would carry more weight in society is getting a, a sort of a finale to it, to get
yes,
a closure to it.
yes.
Maybe we have an association, we have a judge, we have somebody who's sitting there to listen it out, sort it out. And what is this you're asking for in the end? You're asking for an apology or you're asking for a conviction?
One of the big problems I find in the film industry specifically is because you don't have the internal committees. Radhika can perhaps correct me about what is the prevalence of internal committees, because these women don't come out and speak because there is no mechanism through which their
Who do they speak
confidentiality
to? Or
is
who?
Yeah, we
respected. So
need to
they
form
have to
these
be able to
committees.
talk to an internal committee.
Yes,
Radhika,
we
are there
need to.
committees?
No, there's no committees. I've also spoken to a lot of people. And also, I think we need to see, in my all these years of service, whatever I've seen, we progressed up till here. Now there is a fear among all these men. Oh, it can happen to us. We need to be careful. Now they're becoming silent predators.
Right.
They become underground predators. Okay. So they're all scared. That's why you see a lot of silence. Nobody wants to talk about it. They don't want to talk about it because they don't know if their name will come there.